All right, welcome to the show. It's your boy Ken Jackson, crazybabytv.com. Ken Jackson live and direct. Thanks for logging on and thanks for tuning in. So it's been a while since I've been on the air, and we've been working real hard, to get the studio back up and get everything back in action. And uh, it's uh, it's been definitely worthwhile that we've taken the time to get it right with the studio. So let me get a couple of things set up here. We got a lot to talk about, man. It's been a crazy week, hasn't it? All this bullshit with the Ray Rice, Ray Rice video and all the commentary that's been going back and forth. I know there's a lot of opinions out there as to that situation, and we're definitely going to talk about it. Um, because I think it's definitely a serious issue. A lot of people out there every day, a lot of women out there are victims of violence from men, but men are also have been victims as well of domestic violence. And I'm not talking about. I mean, it's a two-way street, basically. I mean, it's going on not just between men and women, men on women violence, but also women on men violence, and there's also man to man violence and female to female violence domestically. So I want to talk about that whole dynamic, and this culture that we have here in America of basically crucifying someone you know, for their indiscretions. I mean, none of us are perfect, hold on. None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. We've all done some terrible things in our lives in our lives that we all regret. Some not as bad as others, but we all make mistakes. Um, and my question uh, is it right that Ray Rice should lose his job? I don't know. I mean, I don't, me personally, I don't think his job has anything to do with the fact that he punched his then fiance, now wife, out in the elevator. I think that crime in itself has nothing to do with what he does on the football field or or in his workplace or whatever. That was an incident that happened on his private time, and I think it's very important that we all take into account that NFL had nothing to do with that. I mean, yeah, granted, they may be lying about whether or not they saw the video, this, that, or the other, but the fact remains is uh, they punished him by suspending him with only 2 games, and obviously the public wasn't happy with that. But is it the public's place to determine how companies deal with their employees? You know what I'm saying? Who are we to tell the NFL how they should handle that? Yes, it was an outrage. Yes, it was terrible what he did, but are we the ones that should be dictating how the NFL disciplines its workers? Or is it even right that you disciplined at work for something that happened out of work anyway? So let's talk about it. Also, today, um, gonna talk more about what my goals and plans are with crazybabytv.com. Not just with my show, Ken Jackson Live, because honestly, I hate being on camera. I never wanted to do my own show. When I originally launched the network, I basically wanted to uh, bring on other wannabe journalists and wannabe media personalities and produce other shows. I also, uh, had an intention on producing, TV like shows like sitcoms and comedies and live events and such. And that's still in our goal, our long range plan. That's what I want to do eventually. And that's what the end goal is to create an online portal or network, not so much different from Fox or HBO or Showtime or NBC or ABC or whatever, just on the internet. Not really interested in broadcast media, or should I say celestial media, because honestly, it's limited. You always hear the advertisements about, what your reach can be. Advertise here at Channel 4 or 5 or whatever channel and reach your target market. But quite honestly, here on the internet, we can reach the world. We have a global audience. We can currently be seen in over 150 countries worldwide. Basically, anybody that has access to the internet can log on and watch the show, unless they're living in places like China, who regulates their internet traffic in and out of their country, and countries like Cuba or Russia, who may or may not allow internet broadcasts or internet feeds from the Western world into them. And especially a lot of the Islamic countries over there, obviously, they're not allowing our feeds in because honestly, they don't like our lifestyle. So we're going to talk about that too. So, what the long range plans and goals are for this network, and what I'm looking for in terms of partnerships and future business arrangements and deals, because there is a lot of opportunity right here, right now. One of the things that I stress a lot is non-censorship. I want people to be able to speak their minds, say whatever they want to say, how they want to say it, and for us to be non-judgmental about their thoughts and beliefs and feelings. Because obviously, this is America. We have freedom of speech. We should be free to say whatever we want to say, whether you like it or not. I don't believe in being offended by other people's words, because one, I can't control what other people say. I can't control what other people think or feel. So it's not up to me to try to regulate someone else, in terms of what they want to say or how they want to convey a message. Now, with that said, I'm also prepared for whatever comes at me as well. So one of the things I always stress to people around me is, hey, if you don't want to know an answer, or if you don't want to know my answer, don't ask me the fucking question, because I'm going to tell you what I honestly feel if you ask me. And it's not that I'm insensitive or anything like that. But hey, if you ask a fucking question, be prepared for the answer that may come back to you. Don't get mad because you don't like the fucking answer. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that as well. Because that goes hand in hand with the Ray Rice thing that's going on. The public is going berserk about this whole incident. And like I said, the incident was horrible. What he did was horrible. It's irreprehensible what he did. However, what the hell does that have to do with his job? Now he has no means of supporting his family. And granted, he's made a lot of money in the NFL. So don't get me wrong. I'm not feeling sorry for him because of that, but I'm not feeling sorry for him at all. But I'm saying, in all fairness, we as the public need to take a step back, and think about the reality of the situation. Domestic violence has been going on since the beginning of time, since the beginning of human relationships. There has been domestic violence. And right here in America, for many, many years, people turned a blind eye to it. And pretty much they still do. But the fact that this is a public figure and he plays on the gridiron every week and everybody gets to see him and cheer for him or his team or whatever, and they figure, oh, he's making, big money, that for some reason it's more outrageous that he did it than if anybody else does it. The bottom line is, I think we've all have had some sort of experience with domestic violence, whether directly or indirectly. And I can tell you from personal experience growing up, and even in recent times, where I've seen people just turn away as if they didn't see, they didn't hear anything, they didn't, they just ignored it. But now they're all jumping on the bandwagon talking about Ray Rice, he's a monster and he deserves everything he gets and this and that. I'm thinking, motherfucker, your sister or your auntie or your niece or your next door neighbor just got her ass whooped by her husband or boyfriend, and you watched it, didn't say anything, didn't do anything, didn't try to help. When the police came around, you act like you didn't know anything. So step the fuck back, before you jump on the bandwagon and crucify this guy because he's a public figure. I think you should take action against the people that you know personally that are in your space that are committing this crime, and why don't you go holler and yell and scream and protest in front of their homes, or go in and rescue them? Why are you so outraged because this person did it but not that person? All right, so let's talk about it. I'm going to take a break right quick. I will be right back. And we'll get right into it. So stand by. Let me be back. Give me 2 minutes, and we'll get right to it.
I can't help myself. I'm so fly, I gotta jump back and kiss myself. I'm so hot, I gotta jump back and fan myself. I'm so conceited to the point that I'm a fan of myself. Now tell me what the deal is be about. See without no arms or legs. Tell me how you haters gon' feel me out. I spit fire to the beat and I stay so fly. I think I need to have ankles tied round my head. Go ahead and hate on me. It only motivates me, but I can teach you how to be a player. Call me Black Bellamy. I'm from a different pedigree. My freaky flows is vicious. I'm getting emails from bitches naked, pausing in pictures, so telling me they want their walls clean like porcelain dishes. But if I cut, Doc gon' have to fill it with stitches. I don't brag much, but my game speak for itself. I'm so motherfucking fly, I surprise myself. He's so fly. Oh yes he is. I mean that boy does the shit. He's a mess he is. Fresh to death. Ain't nobody fresh as he is. They can't compare or get next to him because he's so fly. I mean the boy's so clean. Hey, from his white tee, hold down to those jeans. I got you pimpin'. The ice in the pinky ring, gold bling. Yes, I got these haters looking so mean. Hey, he's so fly. I got him hollering, who's that homie? In the dual seater, new diva, shoes that sold me. Though this pimp's about digits, I don't go and get it. I got bitches that do that for me because he's so fly. Man, I pimp so great. Everywhere I go, hoes participate in my workout plans, but they don't get no breaks. And then I leave George Jefferson walking like my shit don't stay. He's now when I ride by, bro, slide. He's so fly. Look how he pop his collar. Damn, he's so fly. He ain't stop when he see us. He just roll right by. Arrogant, baby girl, you know why? Because I'm so fly. Look, I'm telling you, man, drop all that shit that you want, but I ain't smelling it, man. I can't help it, I'm a hell of a man. That's just the way that I am. My pops gave me the game, that's why I'm so fly. Oh, yes, he is. I mean, that boy does the shit. He's a mess, he is. They can't compare or get next to him because he's so fly. I mean the boy's so clean. From his white tee, hold down to those jeans. You see the ice in the pinky ring, gold bling. And I got these haters looking so mean because he's so fly.
And we're back. Ken Jackson Live, crazybabytv.com. Thanks for logging on. Thanks for tuning in. And so here we are. We're talking about this Ray Rice situation, and how the public has been reacting with all the outrage and anger, and it's been amazing to me to see how people are reacting to this, because like I said just before we went to break, that we see this every day. This is nothing new. We see domestic violence in our communities all across America every day. We see husbands and boyfriends attacking their wives and girlfriends and kids, and a lot of times when this happens in our neighborhoods or in our communities, a lot of times the public turns a blind eye. They won't say anything. They won't do anything to help. They won't speak to the police when the police come around, and it's disturbing, to think that something as common as this in our community, something that we have strong laws against, and such, happens, and like I said, behind closed doors or within the communities, nobody does anything to prevent it. Nobody does anything to stop it. But yet, every time an athlete or celebrity of some sort, movie stars, singers or whatever, whenever they have these types of situations, the public is immediately jumping on the bandwagon to crucify these people, and as if they're different, as if they're not. I mean, why are they held to a higher standard because they're entertainers or because they happen to have a job that puts them in the public spotlight? I think that everybody, whether public figure or private citizen or whatever, needs to be held to the same standard. There's no reason that this should go on to begin with. I mean, it's unfortunate that domestic violence happens anyway, but at the same time, I don't. I don't know. I just can't get with this culture of crucifying somebody because they made mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is really, really sends a bad signal, I believe, when we, you know, when we do this, when we, for some reason or another, make these celebrities something more than what they are. I mean, come on now. I mean, they're people too. They're humans. Have the same they have the same problems and issues within their lives that we all have. So I don't I don't think that they should be held to a higher standard because they're in the public spotlight. I think, as I said before, everybody should be held to the same standard. So one of the one of the problems that I've seen over the past few days is that not only are they crucifying Ray Rice for what he did, now it's starting to trickle over into other situations. They're recalling the Mayweather situation. Mayweather actually went to jail. He went to jail, served his time, paid his fines, and did everything that should have been done. He was punished, and they want to repunish him now. He has a big fight coming up. I think that's later tonight, as a matter of fact. I believe, if I could be mistaken, so somebody let me know. But we have these commentators now, these media commentators now saying, hey, don't go to, Mayweather's fight. Don't buy your tickets, protest him because he's a woman beater and this. And I'm like, really? Come on, the man paid his debt for that particular crime. Okay, we cannot continue to hold this over people's head. This is what, in my opinion, causes repeat offenders. We crucify them. We every day we're throwing it up in their face, and you got people say, "Don't ever let them forget what they did," and blah blah blah, and all that bullshit. Look, you commit a crime, you do the time, debt served, move the fuck on. Okay, if they fuck up again, then there should be a higher penalty for that next time. But damn it, man, we can't continue to hold things over people's head because they make mistakes. We all make mistakes. How would you like it if somebody, if you did something that and then you paid your debt, you went to jail, did whatever time you had to do, paid all the fines, and then when you come out, every time you turn around, every time you run into somebody, they're tossing it back up in your face. That was done. That's yesterday. It's over. It's finished. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go this way now. I'm trying to do positive things, but you keep tossing this up in my face as if I'm still doing, I don't do that anymore. Now, granted, some people do. Some people continue down the wrong path, or they'll continue to do bad things. But who are we to constantly badger and to constantly judge, to constantly accuse and point fingers? And I mean, damn it, don't throw no rocks if your ass is living in a glass house. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. We got to do better, people. What we really need to do, I believe, is we need to get to the root of the problem. We need to figure out what it is that causes these people to do what they do. I mean, do they have mental issues? Are there financial woes? Are there emotional issues that they're going through? What is the root of the problem? Just throwing somebody in jail and locking them up and this and that doesn't solve the problem. Phone lines are open. You can call us at 561-299-0476. If you have an opinion, if you have a comment, it's always welcome. Oh, and in the meantime, while you're watching your screens at crazybabytv.com, down on the left-hand side of the screen, you see that button that says donate. Please donate, because that's what's going to help keep my show on the air, and also enable us to bring you all types of fun and exciting new things right here on crazybabytv.com. Also, we are looking for bloggers, writers, reporters. So if you're interested in joining our team, visit our website, go to our services page, and check out what we have to offer there in terms of whether you want to advertise, sponsor a show, or come on board as a team member. And I mean, if you love music, if you love entertainment, film, and so forth, then we want to talk to you. We'd love to have you on board and help us gather all of the stories and information that we're looking to talk about here on the air. And you can have your own show. So if you feel like you can handle talking about your favorite topic for an hour or two, then inquire within. Send us an email too. You can send us an email at info@crazybabytv.com, and my interns will get that, and we will review it and maybe give you a call if we think you have something interesting to offer. All right, so back to our topic of discussion. All right, Ray Rice. This man was seen on video, and if you haven't seen the video, then you're probably living under a rock somewhere, because it's been probably the number one story on television for the past week or so. But anyway, Ray Rice was seen on video, and this incident happened about 6 months ago. basically punching the shit out of his then fiance, now wife. Basically knocked her ass out in an elevator in New Jersey, in an Atlantic City casino. And then, you know, really, if you saw the video, it basically appeared that he really had no concern for her health and well-being. Well, obviously he didn't, because he knocked her the fuck out. But then, he kind of dragged her out the door, and then just dropped her on the floor, as if she was a trash bag or something. And fortunately, it was captured on video. And but my question to the public is, does that have anything to do with his job as an NFL player? Should he have lost his job over this? I think he should have been prosecuted and sent to jail. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't happen. So I would be more angry. Me personally, I am more angry at the prosecutor, because obviously they saw this video, but somehow or another worked out, a plea deal with him to where he would serve no jail time. The NFL obviously saw this video. I don't know how they didn't see this video, but their only punishment was to suspend him for a couple of games. And obviously that has outraged the public. But should he have been fired? Should he be banned for life? Should he just be suspended for the season? I don't know. So you tell me. Send us your email, send us your comments, hit us up on Facebook at Crazy Baby Media, and follow us on Twitter at Crazy Baby TV Live, and let me know what you think. I think it's very outrageous, though, that the public, has jumped on this thing like rabid animals, and have decided that not only should Ray Rice be persecuted for his mistake, but now Mayweather should also be punished for Ray Rice's incident. And Rihanna was supposed to sing at the Thursday night NFL opener. Now they pulled her song. So I think the shit's gone too far. The shit's just gone way too far. I think that we as people, or we as in the general public, really need to take a step back and check ourselves, because our shit don't stink either. We're gonna log on to Facebook here. Give me a minute. Hold on 1 second here. Let me get this. I should have had this shit set up before I started, but hold on. I forgot my damn password. Hey, what's my password? All right. I'm on here every damn day too. I should know what my password is, but I never log off. All right. So, it is very, very interesting to see how people are reacting to this whole this whole Ray Rice thing. It's just crazy. All right, let's see here. I'm sorry, folks. Like I said, I should have had this set up before I started. But it is what it is. We're having fun tonight. And this is what we're going to do. Let me make a quick post here, and then like I said, send us your comments. Follow us at Facebook at Crazy Baby Media, and also you can get us at Twitter. Follow us at Twitter at Crazy Baby TV Live. I'd love to hear your comments. And, or if you want, call in. Feel free to call in live right now, 561-299-0476. And tell me what's on your mind. Because this is definitely a hot button issue. Also, hey, what do you think about this ISIS thing, man? These ISIS terrorists, these lunatics are crazy, you know. And I think a lot of it has to do with not only the fact that they're just straight lunatics, but we as a country, unfortunately, we have a habit of minding other people's business, a little too damn much sometimes. And unfortunately, when that happens, people get pissed the fuck off, you know? And there's backlash. There we go. Did I do that right? Okay. So there's backlash to some of the things that our government has done overseas over the years, and you know things happen. It's a crazy world. Muslims hate Christians, Christians hating Muslims, Jews hating. I don't know who the Jews hate. So don't get offended. If you get offended, then hey, fuck you. This is an uncensored show. It's my platform. We can say what we want here. I want to hear what's on your mind. Okay. So, but anyway, I know it's a terrible situation. It looks like this whole ISIS thing might expand into a global type situation if the right people don't get together and fight against this thing. And that means us, I mean, and it's not just with guns and bombs. I mean, we need to start a dialogue with these people and try to usurp their influence on those who already haven't been converted to their ways. We need to figure out what it is that would even cause someone to go join up with a bunch of foreign fighters and terrorists, in other countries. What would cause someone to turn against their own country? You know what I'm saying? And then want to kill people, excuse me, because of their beliefs or religion or color. I don't understand that, I mean, because at the end of the day, we're all the same. We're all waking up every day with fucking bills to pay and badass kids to deal with and bad bosses and fucked up work situations. We all got the same problems every day. So why do we have to have a problem with each other? I mean, life is hard enough. You know what I'm saying? So, one of the things that often bothers me about this world we live in is that other countries are always butting into other countries' business. Sometimes people just need to mind your freaking business. All right, let me explain to you my view. Okay. The Middle East has been screwed up for as long as I've been alive. There's been battles and wars going on, and Arabs fighting Jews, Jews fighting Arabs. It started out with Palestinians throwing rocks, and then rocks escalated to rockets and bombs and suicide bombers, and I mean the shit just got real crazy over the years. But something I noticed just in let's say the past 30 years or so is that, or let's just say 20 years, we killed Saddam Hussein. Okay. Now, prior to going in there and fucking with Saddam, the Iranians weren't a problem. And Saddam wasn't a problem. Saddam was just a fat man talking shit with his saber, and he was feeling himself, and granted, he was persecuting, some people in his country, the Kurds and all that, for the most part, okay, or fuck that. For the fact is, it was a much better situation then than it is now. Because now Iraq is totally out of control. We got these ISIS militants running around cutting people's heads off, and I mean basically wiping out entire villages and mass killings and executions and shit. But you didn't have that. I mean, yeah, you had that, kind of had that when Saddam was around, but it wasn't, the way it is now. There was some order to his madness. It was organized insanity, instead of this, you know, rampant bullshit that's going on now. Libya, same thing. This Benghazi thing that Fox News keeps bringing up, as if that's the worst thing that's ever happened. That's every time I hit Fox News, they're talking about this Benghazi incident and all this bullshit. But the fact remains is that as long as Gaddafi was powerful, they didn't have any problems with the militants and insurgents and shit, because he was killing them all. So the bottom line is this: we created the problem. Okay, we should have left Saddam alone, because as long as Saddam was in power, the Iranians were in check, because them motherfuckers hated each other, and they was worried about whether or not Iraq was going to invade them or the Iranians were going to invade Iraq. And as long as they were focused on them, they weren't thinking about us. They didn't give a shit about us. Yeah, so what? Saddam would talk shit every now and then and challenge us and, give us the middle finger, fuck you, but at the end of the day, he wasn't hurting nobody over here. He wasn't fucking with none of our interests, and we didn't need to fuck with him. Some people need a dictator, and what's going on over there now proves that, because when we took out all the dictators, now the shit's just chaos all over the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know some of you don't agree with me, and a lot of you out there are saying, hey, these people deserve freedom, and you know what? Fuck that. We had our revolution. We fought and won our freedom. We need to let these people fight for their own damn freedom if that's what they want. Some people don't want to be free. You know what I'm saying? You can't free a motherfucker that don't want to be free. It's like that. It's like that dog that you don't want anymore. You ever seen this happen? And goddamn it, don't lie, because you've seen it. You've seen people that have this old dog. They don't want the motherfucker, so they drive that motherfucker way out across the city somewhere, or out in the country, and they throw him out the car. And a few days later and a few weeks later, where's that dog? Right back at the house. And they're like, where the fuck, how did you find your way back? And then they drive the dog out a different direction and they go drop him off somewhere. And a few days later, that motherfucker's right back at the house. You, dog don't want to be free, Dog loved it at that house. He was eating every day, had a warm, dry place to sleep. Why the hell you think, and don't get me wrong, I'm not, trying to compare these people's lives to a dog's life, but just trying to use an analogy that people have to want something. They have to want it bad enough to die for it before they can embrace it. You know what I'm saying? And some of these people, they don't want to live the way we do. Okay? We have a very unique culture and lifestyle here in America that can only exist in America. Okay? And it's funny to me how every day, as I'm watching the news, I'm seeing a little bit of that taken away every day. We got Congress and the Senate voting in these stupid ass laws and coming up with these crazy ass rules. The federal government is all in our business, where they don't need to be, and every day a little bit of our freedom, every day a little bit of our rights are taken away. You know what I'm saying? And rather than us focus on cleaning our own house, okay, we're across the water trying to clean up somebody else's house. You know what I'm saying? And there used to be a time when the United States was the top dog. We were the ones living in the mansion. The United States was that mansion, was that big house on the block that everybody wanted to live in. You follow, and everybody was coming here to clean up. You follow what I'm saying? So, how did we go from the big house on the hill to the cleanup man across the water? How did that happen? You know what I'm saying? Why is it our responsibility to go across these waters and deal with other people's problems when we have so many problems right here at home, such as the domestic violence crap that's going on now, and kids running around the streets killing each other. These little niggas running around, like savages in the streets. They lost their damn minds. We got kids raising kids. You know what I'm saying? We need to clean up our own house, before we start worrying about somebody else's. We've been too busy all around the world cleaning up everybody else's mess that we've created a big pile of shit right here at home. What say you? Call in 561-299-0476 is the number. You can talk to me live. I would love to hear your opinion, hear your thoughts, prayers, whatever. Whatever you want to say, we're wide open. And what we're going to do right now, I'm going to take a break to take care of some things here behind the scenes. And I will be right back. Stay with us.
Y'all know who it is again, man. It's your boy Blackie McGashy. Want that Fetty, dog? Large amounts, man. I need that cash, man. Need the cars, the houses, fuck it. I want it all, man. Yeah. I want it all, so am I for the cash. My life's too short, so I needs to move. Gotta make moves, get going, that's before I go out, I'm about to live. Nigga Black want it all, so am I for the cash. My life's too short, so I needs to move. Gotta make moves, get going, that's before I go out, I'm about to live fast. I stay on the cloud, influenced by the lifestyle. So Big Willie's a rich man, I couldn't understand my hand was dealt. A bad one at that, I chose not to carry cats. Just write these raw raps and make these fat stacks of cash. I'm busting ass in the studio, focus on dope. Even though some dudes trying to stop my dream, folk, it didn't matter. Dropping the album, dudes scattered when it touch on the streets. I told them that I couldn't be beat, especially when the phantom of the beat be stitching these beats. So sweet, just like molasses sugar. We smoked the crucial booger. You're mad cause you didn't get the last laugh. I took a drag off the back and mile. Zoning off the tracks, getting stupid while I hit the loose, kick back and smile. More money, more chatter, more fancy. I want it all, so am I for the cash. My life's too short, so I needs to move. Gotta make moves, get going, that's before I go out, I'm about to live. Nigga Black want it all, so am I for the cash. My life's too short, so I needs to move. Gotta make moves, get going, that's before I go out, I'm about to live. It's strange to see, cause money rules everything around me. Destined to make it in this cruel society. Since my day of birth, I was cursed not to have shit. Now my plans is to make it and they come up quick. Even if it means snatching out the blue steel for ring a heist for your whole ice grill. Living in the battlefield, hungry trying to get a meal. Feeling for them big face dollar bills, putting the work, stay on the turf. Looking for a lick real quick, I ain't gon' quit till I see a meal in this rap shit. My goals to make it. Cause I got seeds to feed, my grease, my green cheese, you feel me? By the end of the week, I'm trying to be living on big land, got big plan to spend grands. Blue ice numbs my hand, it was evident. I'm more about them dead presidents. You see, I'm greedy, robbing the rich, and spending with the needy. Feel me? I want it all, so am I for the cash. My life's too short, so I needs to move. Gotta make moves, get going, that's before I go out, I'm about to live. Nigga Black want it all, so am I for the cash. My life's too short, so I needs to move. Gotta make moves, get going, that's before I go out, I'm about to live fast. Now what's the haps? Remember when I used to walk around with naps, struggling, juggling rocks, trying to double my money back? My son 3 years old, the time waits for no man. I had to play my hand right and hope life don't stick me like nice. That didn't happen, what happened? I started laughing.
And I'm back. Ken Jackson Live, crazybabytv.com. Thanks for logging on. Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, it's been a long time since I've been on the mic doing my thing here, and I must say that I'm extremely happy to be back on the air. It took us some time to get the studio together and make things get things working the way that the way that we needed, and so it's been good. It's been well worthwhile. Um, we have a beautiful remote studio here in North Dakota, but I can't wait to get back to Florida. Um, it's getting cold up here again, and wintertime is creeping in fast. And much rather be down at South Beach, Miami, doing our thing. And we will real soon. We'll be headed back south here shortly. Um, we're looking for some spaces to build a new studio in South Florida, and we're going to be taking on some bigger projects. I got a few deals in the works that are definitely going to be beneficial to all involved. So hopefully you'll stay with us. We have some shows in development that we're looking to bring here on a regular basis, and more talk shows. I'm looking, actually, in talks with a couple of independent filmmakers to produce movies for Crazy Baby Films that will also be broadcast exclusively right here at crazybabytv.com and Crazy Baby TV networks. So, a lot of big things in the works. Excuse me one second. Where is. All right, sorry about that. Um, all right, so let me give you a little overview about what we're looking to accomplish here over the next few months. As I just said, we're looking for spaces in South Florida, the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, to construct a new broadcast facility. So, if you guys have any recommendations, if you know anybody that has some really nice space near the beach that they're looking to sell or rent, let me know. You can contact us here at info@crazybabytv.com. Send me an email with your contact info and details, and I'll get back to you. Also, independent artists, if you're looking to get promoted, if you're looking to be seen and be heard by a global audience, you can do it right here. Go to our website, check out our artist submission package, and follow the instructions there for how to submit your video links, SoundCloud links. Send us your MP3s, your bios, and press kits and promotional materials. And one of my reps will get in touch with you to tell you how we can help your career along. Because I'm all about promoting new talent, unsigned talent. As you know, or as you may or may not know, I've been in the music and entertainment business for about 24 years now. As a manager, as a producer, I opened the first commercially viable studio in the city of Fort Pierce, Florida, back in 1996. And from that, we went basically from the Asylum Recording Studio, which was that original entity, to Crazy Baby Records, to Crazy Baby Entertainment, and now here we are in our current incarnation, crazybabytv.com. So, what we do here is we provide a platform for independent artists to be seen and be heard, and that's music artists, models, actors, actresses, uh, video journalists, so forth and so on. And we basically took the concept of a record label and a television network and rolled it all up into one. And here we are today, crazybabytv.com, full service brand manager, tastemaker, promoter, whatever. We're here to help you move further ahead in your career. Also, some of our future projects include the Crazy Baby Cafe, which will be a live uh, concert and dinner venue, or breakfast, lunch, and dinner actually. But lunch and dinner hours will be our primary focus. We'll have a live stage, and it'll be open to unsigned talent who wish to come out and break their material, basically to the public. We'll give you a venue to perform in. People can sit down and grab a quick snack, not a large menu, but, something they can snack on, a few drinks or whatever. Catch live performances of unsigned independent talent. And when I say unsigned, I mean unsigned to major record labels, because we're not interested in major acts. They're already successful. I'm only interested in acts that are trying to break into the business, that are trying to become regionally, nationally, and internationally known. We want to be a platform or a stepping stone for you in your path to stardom. So the Crazy Baby Cafe is in the works, and it's going to be awesome. You should see the blueprints and the plans, floor plans that we've laid out, and we do have some investors involved that are highly interested in that project. As a matter of fact, I want to say shout out to my friend up in ATL, or down in ATL from where I'm at, Sydney McDonald, business partner, but friend first. Um, and congratulate him on the recent opening of his new restaurant in the ATL area. Uh, Also, big shout out to my homie and longtime business partner and associate, Russell Robinson. Uh, uh, and what's the new company? Fame. Well, I'll tell you what. Follow his artist. Go to the link lilshawn.com, and that's LILSHOWN.com. Lil Sean. Check him out. That's Russell's new artist that they're managing and promoting. Lil Sean represents the ATL. Awesome artist, awesome. I love his music. Southern, Southern hip hop at his best. So definitely check him out. You can find him on Facebook and also on Twitter. Uh, but recently, my boy Russell just moved to the ATL area from South Florida. So congrats on the move. And as they set up operations there in the Atlanta area, definitely going to be a good look for all involved. Um, but like I said, Crazy Baby TV is a platform for talent, to be seen and be heard, unedited, uncensored. Um, we just want to hear you and see you in your purest and rawest form, because I think uh, the current state of the music industry, it sucks right now. I mean, there's a real lack uh, of creativity, um, and that's in the big industry. All right, so I mean, because on the underground, there are some creative motherfuckers out there that's putting out some banging ass music, and because the big industry has such a chokehold over the main media outlets, we're not getting to see that. So crazybabytv.com is going to bring that to you. We're going to bring music back to the music business. That's our goal. Also, we want to kind of break the stranglehold on your viewing options. I'm sitting here watching TV the past couple of days and flipping through the channels, and we have DirecTV here at the studio, and so and we got that big channel package where there's like more channels than you'll ever watch, and we're flipping through the channels, and I'm noticing the same fucking shows over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how many fucking episodes of Real Housewives of Orange County can you watch? And it's the same shit, and nothing recent. It's like shit from like 2009, 2010. Over and over, old episodes of Survivor, old episodes. Let me tell you, these types of shows. Reality shows were not meant for reruns. All right? That shit was not meant for syndication. Then you have networks. I won't mention any particular network, but you know who they are with these marathons. And they show the same fucking shows over and over and over again. I'm thinking, aren't there people out here, pitching new shows and new ideas? And why aren't they putting this shit on? They got all of this fucking airspace, and we got to watch the same crap over and over and over and over again. Really? So we're trying. We're trying to get away from that shit here at crazytv.com. So if you are an independent filmmaker or independent television producer and you're looking for a place to air your show, bring it to us. We want to partner with you. We want to put it on the air here at crazybabytv.com and our network. And because we need content, obviously, because any great channel needs great content. But we don't want to be that channel or that network that keeps showing the same shows over and over and over. I don't want to watch episodes of a show from a year ago or 2 years ago. Not reality shows, at least. Now, some of those little classic movies and classic sitcoms, yes, by all means, we love those, but not this recent crap that we've been watching on TV. Jersey Shore and Big Brother After Dark and all that bullshit. Nobody, really? We don't want to see that. We really don't. Give us some quality programming. Now here at crazybabytv.com, we're gonna, do our best to bring you the best. But I can only do that with your help. So submit your ideas at info@crazybabytv.com. Pitch us. We're all ears, we're all eyes. We want to see what's out there because we want to get it on. Okay. Other things we'll be doing, we'll be sponsoring some live events, some live remotes and broadcasts from different locations around the country. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm actually planning a trip to the New York area here pretty soon to meet with some people out there about setting up a satellite station out there so that we can, start bringing you some broadcasts covering, the independent scene out there in the New York, New Jersey area. And also, never forget South Florida because that's my current home, now. So I definitely want to make this space available for you down there. So get at us, help us grow, hit the donate button from time to time. We will be accepting fuck you donations as well. So if you want to send a hearty fuck you out to somebody, fuck you donations are just $5. Go ahead and make your fuck you donation and type in there what you like to say, or send it to us in an email, and we'll get it out over the air live during my show right here, Ken Jackson Live. So anyway, it's been fun. It's good to be back. I had some health problems over the past few weeks. Hopefully, I'm not quite 100% yet, but I'm getting close. Still have a couple of things that doctors want to check out. Make sure I'm going to be around here for just a little while longer. I want to at least see my kids all graduate and move off into their lives. But I want you to join me next week. All this week, we're going to open up. I need flyers. I need MP3 submissions, press kits, pictures, whatever. Recording artists, models. Send us your material so we can get you featured on next week's show. All right. So thank you for joining us here at crazybabytv.com, and thank you for watching the show, Ken Jackson Live. I'll be back next week, same time. Uh, we're actually thinking about going to an earlier format. I picked this time slot this week, as a test, because one, I knew a lot of people probably wouldn't be up watching, but we wanted to, go on live and do a full broadcast, and make sure that all the technology was working the way it was advertised to work. So we're going to watch this playback here over the next couple of days. There's definitely room for improvement. I'm not a pro at this. I'm just a regular guy who decided that he wanted to do a talk show one day, and so I busted my ass and got it together. And that's what we're going to talk about next week. Setting goals, achieving your goals, and how you can find success in yourself. The economy is actually pretty good, believe it or not. I mean, it's hard to see. I know some of you are sitting at home saying, "Motherfucker, I don't have a job, haven't been able to find a job," this, that, or the other. Hey, you know what? I created my own job. I've been working for myself for a lot of years now. And when I got rid of my record label and when I stopped managing artists, I was thinking, what am I going to do next? I kept it moving. I got into the oil business. I've been up here in North Dakota for the past couple of years, and we've been moving oil, and the oil business has been very good. But now I'm getting back on my grind, back in the entertainment biz because that's where my heart is at. And Crazy Baby TV is my job. And I created my own job. You know what I'm saying? And you can do the same thing. You just got to figure out what it is that you're passionate about, figure out what it is that you do well, and just do it. Don't make any excuses. We've all been short of money. We've all been short of time. We've all been short of something, but if you want something, you'll get out there and you'll find a way. So we're going to talk about that next week. How to become successful. What's the definition of success? Because success means different things to different people. So tune in next week right here at crazybabytv.com for Ken Jackson Live. And we will see you next time. All right? Peace, chicken grease, and make sure you're here next week. And we want to talk about it. All right? Catch you later.